Hey guys, John here. Welcome. This is going to be the video reveal of November 7th's investigation at Poplar Mansion, which is in Salisbury. Beautiful place. We got quite a bit of evidence. Unfortunately, the only video evidence that we got, there's really no motion. We got a lot of EVPs. We got a lot of stuff coming through on the voice box or spirit box, as everybody knows it as. And we have a couple pictures, and we have an orb that we're going to show you that is really, really strange because it pops up in the very, very middle of the screen and then disappears. We've tried to rule it out as a bug, which I think we did pretty good of, and it doesn't look like dust either because it comes from it doesn't come from way out in left field. It just pops up in the beginning. This first video is a audio clip upstairs in the attic. We were all talking about do you sleep in the loft? Because there's a loft up in the attic, which is where the slave quarters is. So we're going to let you listen to it, the full clip. And then once we get done letting you listen to the full clip, we're going to just isolate just what the EVP is. Take a listen.
You would sleep up there in the loft?
All right. What do you think? So we're going to isolate it to just the whisper. And tell me what you think it said. Leave it in the comments. Did you catch it? Let's do it one more time. All right, so in this next clip, again from the attic, we have a couple of clips from the attic. It's from the spirit box, and we had the REM pod set in the corner. And as everybody knows, the REM pod has different colors in it. When you touch it, it goes to yellow, green, and red. So we were trying to get them to touch the red light. And through the spirit box, we get a voice. Take a listen. What do you think?
Go touch the light. The red one.
That's pretty quick. So what we're going to do, we're going to isolate it for you. All right, guys, one more time. One more time. We're going to play it for you. Just one more time. That way it gives you enough time to rewind it back a couple of times and go back and listen. So just tell us what you think. Take a listen. All right, so this next clip we have is, again, from the attic. As I said, we got a few of them. And it's also involving the spirit box and the REM pod. Apparently, these spirits don't like the REM pod. Well, at least the red light, because we ask it to do something, and it tells us no. Listen.
He really wants you to go play with that red light.
All right, we're going to play it back for you. Take a listen. So what do you think? We got no out of it. But you could take a listen. So this next one is pretty interesting because apparently it's scared of something. Take a listen to this next video. Well, next audio clip, I should say. Tell us what you think.
Are you scared of the red light?
So since that was really quick, and I mean really quick, we're going to isolate just on the spirit box where the word comes out. So take a listen. Take a listen. So this next clip, folks, is upstairs in the attic in the slave quarters, which seems to have a lot of action in it, which is good. But we were going over a list of names. We were trying to just get a name of who's upstairs. So we all introduced ourselves. Now the video was a lot longer than what we're going to give, obviously, because it was an entire EVP session, which was about 40 minutes. But we've narrowed it down to just this clip. I want you guys to leave in the comments the name. Took us a couple times to figure it out. Could be a couple names, but take a listen. Now, the story behind the basement is that's where apparently the slaves did their work. And there was a gentleman there, according to a psychic or medium, by the name of Sam. And there was a story that the curator had told us that an electrician had went down into the basement to do some work. And when he went down there, he had reached for one of his tools in his tool bag, and it was moved. So in this next clip, it's an EVP from Rachel. Take a listen. I'll explain.
See if anybody wants to come over here.
So we're going to play it back one more time. Tell us what you think. I think it says left to there. Take a listen. If you agree, I'll explain after this. So we got left to there. It almost seems like it's communicating with us because I had originally went down and set up our equipment down there, the camera and the extension cord. And when you go down the steps into the basement, you got to go left to get to the equipment. I think that's what he was talking about. All right, so this next clip is in the dining room. And this is the video clip I told you that we had an orb, and we've ruled out dust, we've ruled out a bug. Doesn't come flying in from the left or the right or the bottom or the top. It just appears right in the middle of the screen. Look on the right window to the left of the right window. It pops up and then it goes out the window. The problem is the window's closed. All right, guys, so we're going to play it back again. It's about 7 seconds in. Like I said, it happens near the left of the right window. Take a look. All right, so this next clip here is actually a video clip, but nothing really moves in the video. It's just for audio purposes. It comes from a camera that was set up at the landing at the top of the stairs, which is right next to the nursery. Now, I don't know if anybody knows anything about the nursery, about Poplar Hill Mansion, but the Houston family, Dr. Houston, had 4 kids: Isabella, Elizabeth, Ann, and Sarah. Now, there was also one of the slaves, her name was Sarah, and apparently she had died in the upstairs nursery. Her dress had caught on fire and she had burned to death. So there were a lot of kids in this house, the 4 kids. Now, in this next clip is next to the nursery, and it happens right away. Tell us what you hear. All right, so we're going to play it back. If you listen about 2 seconds in, 1 to 2 seconds in, you can hear what sounds like singing. Take a listen. It's really quick. So this next video clip, we are in the surgical room, which is where Dr. Houston performed his surgeries. You go back in history, he was the first doctor to be performing surgeries in Wicomico County. This is back in the 1800s. So in this specific video clip, it's myself, Billy, and Rachel. And Rachel had asked it a question. Are you stuck here? Is what she asked. Listen for the response.
Are you stuck here? No?
All right, guys, we're going to play it back one more.
Are you stuck here? No?
All right, so in this next clip, we were back upstairs later on during the night, and it was just me and Billy. And when we first came in to the building, we had spoke to the curator and her boyfriend, and he had said that he had heard somebody whistling a few weeks ago. Well, take a listen to this. Tell me if you hear a whistle. It was really quick, so we're going to do it one more time. All right, guys, so this next clip is two pictures that we're taking in the surgical room. The one picture is in just plain daylight, and it's of the window and the cabinet. And in this second picture, it was taken by a camera with IR as well as full spectrum. Now, for those who don't know what full spectrum light is a light that covers electromagnetic spectrum from infrared to near ultraviolet. So it basically can pick up a lot of more than what the human eye can see. So in this picture with the IR light, you can see this little purple circle that happens to be right at the top of where the looks like the glass case is. Now, the only thing that would actually cause that would be for something to be there to cause it to, I guess, to show itself. So if you look in the other picture without the IR light, you could see where the ball is, and it's right above the glass case. And the glass case does not have anything on top of it. So I can't explain what it is. I've ruled out reflections. I can't show all the pictures that I took, but that's the only picture that it showed up in. So I just don't, I can't put all the pictures up. But in other rooms, the ball doesn't show up, and nothing like that shows up in the other pictures. So I can't explain it. Maybe you guys could leave your opinions and tell me what you think. All right, guys. I want to say thanks for watching. Haunted or not, what do you think? We caught some pretty good evidence. Nothing really like apparitions or spirits you could see. But we've got a couple voices, a couple things over the spirit boxes, a couple names. But we'll let you decide whether it's haunted or not. Other teams have been there, and they've caught some pretty strange things, too. We've been invited back if we would like to go back. So if you'd like to see us go back, let us know. We also have two houses that want us to come and investigate. One is in Edgewood, one is in Dundalk. We also have something down at Point Lookout that we've been invited to once this young lady moves in, she'd like us to go through the house and see if there's anything there. If you guys aren't familiar with Point Lookout, we're not gonna give all the details, but take a look at Point Lookout. It's in Maryland, and tell us what you think about it, what we might find. But don't forget to share a page, go over to Facebook, go over to YouTube, and like and subscribe. Also, we're going to upload all of the evidence to our web page, which is www.mdparanormal.org, and check us out there and tell us if we missed anything. We might have missed something. Also, the live feed from the 4 digital cameras that we use is also on that page. So take a look and tell us what you think. Have a good one. See you.